Good afternoon. Actually, it's morning, everybody. This is Ronald Bird with Style Speaks, and I'm on the other side of the camera today. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I wanted to get my, he's my new employee. He's my new videographer slash photographer slash assistant slash young fella, but he's got many other talents and titles too, so I'm not going to really get into all the titles he's got today, but I got Mr. Tony Cobain. How you doing, Tony?
Great.
All right. I know you get a lot of questions about that last name. There was another famous gentleman with the last name Cobain. For those of you who don't know, you know who I'm talking about. Oh, whatever. Don't play. You know what? You're going to make me cut this camera off already. You know who I'm talking about. What's his name?
Oh, no.
Are you serious
no,
right now? Okay, I'm ready to say Kurt Cobain.
I always like, is you related to him? Actually, he's like my third uncle.
Yeah, right.
He's my third uncle.
Yeah, right. Okay,
but I always get that question. Yeah. No relation.
Yeah, because you just don't really hear that name a lot. But now that we know you're not related to him, why don't you tell everybody where you're from, Tony?
I was born in, Baltimore, Maryland, raised in between, New York and DC my whole life. Okay, you don't know. Okay, hey, this ain't no Q&A kind of. You gonna be talking. Don't wait until the next question comes. Okay. Because you know me, I get to.
Well, I know you get to chat, and I know how to cut folks.
This interview could be about an hour.
No, we got guests to talk to. But okay, so you're from the area, but you have a different, you have a kind of a different look. You know who you look like?
Okay, here we go.
If Milli Vanilli had a baby. If Milli Vanilli had a baby, you would be their love child.
What?
He's like, no, he didn't just say that.
I always hear freaking
I know you've gotten that before, right?
I never got it.
Are you serious?
Oh, good.
I'm glad I'm the first.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who? Yeah. Well, you probably weren't around when they were in their prime. But
I always hear freaking Eric Benet.
You don't look like no freaking Eric Benet.
I always hear Eric Benet. What's the guy? Lenny Kravitz.
No, an older generation of my generation will definitely agree that you look like Milli Vanilli. Now, your assignment tonight or this afternoon is to go home and Google those fools, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Like like a combination of the both of them. That's who you look like. But anyway, all serious though, I just had to get that out there. I've been wanting to say that since I met you. But this brother is like just as tall. Okay, let him know you're on camera. This brother is just as tall as I am. I'm 6'5", and you're what? You're 6'5" too, right?
Oh, close.
Yeah. Because I very rarely meet people as my height and taller.
Yeah, I'm tall.
Yeah. So tell everybody about. We already heard about what you do for Style Speaks, and I'm definitely glad to have you a part of my team. And tell everybody how glad you are to be a part of my team. And this is unrehearsed.
I'm glad. Like I like. I love what he's doing, man. It's different.
He said what he's doing, like I'm not on the other side of the camera. It's a third person, right? What he's doing, not what you're doing.
Yeah, it's great, man. It's nothing like this in the DC area. It's different, and
no, I don't want you to stroke me. I want you to tell me why does it interest you? Why did you want to be a part of this?
You paying me, now I'm joking.
Well, yeah. Okay. that's keep it real.
Why does it interest me? It interests me merely because it's a simple fact. I like the movement.
Okay. You like the what?
The movement.
The movement?
Yeah, that's like a young term. We always like.
Okay, no, I didn't hear what you said. Really, you said the movement. Okay, cool.
It's just something that I like. I wanted to be a part of.
Okay. I'm not going to test you too hard. Well, why don't you? And we were talking about this on the way over here as we prepare for our July guest, hot in July, guest today. We decided to go ahead and turn the camera on each other, although you ain't interviewing me. That ain't happening. But we talked a little bit about, young folks kind of wearing many hats. I like to talk about folks being expert in, no one's an expert in any one thing anymore. Everybody has, many titles and they do many things, and which is good. But what's your perception? And I guess along with telling people what you're involved in outside of Style Speaks, you have your own production company. You're a stand-up comic, and you're producing and directing and all these other things. So tell everybody a little bit about what you're doing with yourself, young fella.
Well, my main goal, but my focus is stand-up comedy, and by me just doing that, that kind of turned into a whole bunch of other stuff that I really had no plans or intentions on doing. Pretty much thanks to the internet, that pretty much helped. That helps us all. That's our biggest leverage, the internet. All you need is a Twitter account, Instagram, and Facebook. That's your audience, and you can produce your own stuff. That's where the production company came from. And a whole bunch of other stuff, fell into my lap, like a clothing line. I somehow ended up directing and writing my own content and producing it. You never know when stuff takes you.
Okay, so you're a young man with a plan and definitely taking advantage of opportunity.
I'm the Puff Daddy of comedy.
Huh?
I'm the self-proclaimed Diddy of comedy.
Okay. Well, ain't nobody heard of your ass yet. So okay. But anyway, everybody know who Diddy is. But anyway, no. I respect that, man. I respect that, and I've seen your work. Obviously, I've studied you and watched you and checked you out. But for those people who haven't and who may, after watching this on my website or on YouTube, people can find out just how good you are and just kind of sort of where all that,
I know Eddie Murphy.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave my perceptions out of this, but so.
Now, what's your perceptions?
No, I think you're funny. I'm gonna be honest, I watched one or two, and I stopped at the one that I really laughed at, so I say, okay, well, if the first one that I picked wasn't funny, then I probably would have, started going down the line. But I saw your talent, and I saw how kind of raw, and I said, well, this brother's obviously already kind of silly anyway. So, but yet I definitely got how it was really all natural for you. So that's pretty cool. So kind of tell everybody, what you're working towards. We talked about what you do and your roles and all that kind of stuff. So what's next? What's next?
To quote one of my favorite movies, Scarface, the world is mine. In all seriousness, I have a lot of projects that I'm producing under my production company.
Which is?
Cobain Studios. That's the name of the production company.
Okay.
I don't really want to give too much details about the project.
Okay.
I just want it to be shown.
Okay.
We have 2 feature films we're working on. More episodes of the Tony Cobain show. We have a spin-off show we're working on, a reality show, and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Okay, so you don't want to get too specific and detailed, but you're working on you got some irons in the fire. You got some things going on. Okay. Well, I mean, as you work on these projects, I guess I wanted to talk about what's the big goal? I mean, what you want to do? What ultimately?
The big goal?
I mean, you have a lot of, like we said, you have a lot of irons in the fire. But is there? I think we talked about too offline, what's your number one, your favorite, what you're most enthusiastic about, what's your passion? And I think that's comedy. You would love to just kind of do comedy, right? I mean, that's what you said.
Not really. comedy was just to, you know, get my foot in the door. I mean, 'cause I'm naturally funny and goofy.
Okay. Oh, you switching up? Well, that's what you said earlier.
I mean,
you said if you could just do one thing, it would be stand-up. That's what you said.
I'm gonna retire from stand-up comedy.
Oh, okay.
At like 27, 25. Nah, I'm serious. I'm gonna record my 2 stand-up sessions. I'm gonna call it quits.
Okay, stay still, man. You got me moving all around. Okay.
But my main goal is I want to make movies, comedy movies.
Okay. And you want to definitely be behind the camera.
Behind the camera and in front, because stand-up comedy, it takes a lot of. You have to be everywhere, you know, touring and stuff all over the country. You know, with like, you know, producing movies, you can, you know, stay in one location.
Right.
I mean, that way I can still, you know, be funny, and you know, I can accomplish 2 things at once. You know, making movies and, you know, telling jokes.
Right. And I mean, maybe you're kind of young, or maybe, you know, when you're traveling, the one downside to that is that it's hard to maintain, you know, serious committed relationships. I mean, you're kind of too young to be thinking about kids. You want to have a family, and you know that touring thing gets, you know, you may want to have kids. I don't know, but I'm saying, you know, that touring thing gets a little, you know, taxing on the relationship. You know what I'm saying? When you become a little bit more popular and, you know, success and all that's very tough. You ready for all that?
They look like starvers. I'm sorry.
Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
The lady, her outfit caught my attention. It was so bright. She reminded me of Skittles and
Okay, well, we need to get her ass over here.
You need to interview her for Styles Week, Candy Edition.
Okay.
All jokes aside.
But I asked you a question.
Oh no, what was the question?
Oh my God.
I get sidetracked.
Okay,
sorry.
dude, this is a one-on-one. Come on, now you have to focus on me. I know. I wanted to get like a white backdrop, so I didn't want that in the background. But you got to focus on what I'm asking you. So now you made me forget what the question was. I'm saying about it's the touring thing, and you were saying how you maybe didn't want to do that. I was like, well, it's hard on and you know, when you want to maintain a relationship, you know, you're probably too young to think about kids and stuff like that. But I mean, that touring thing gets a little taxing on a relationship, I'm saying. So when you're not involved in that, and you're kind of, you know, in one place, kind of doing one specific job, working behind a camera, I guess that wouldn't, you know, that would allow you to be more grounded. You see what I'm saying? What do you think about that?
So wait, the question is...
Wait a minute.
Wait.
You're going to make me ask the question the 3rd time. The question is, what's your perception about...
Oh, my perception.
How do you feel about the whole... I was commenting to this whole traveling thing and being on tour. And I was agreeing that, yeah, that may be a little difficult if you're trying to have a relationship or you want to have a family. What do you think? I mean, right? No? Yes?
Like, your family could tour with you, but that would kind of be hectic. But I agree with, you know, being grounded. That's what I want, to be grounded in one settled location where I'm able to, you know, go into the office and...
Yeah. You don't want to be traveling. You know, you don't want to be all over the place. You kind of want to be, you know, stationary is what I'm saying. I mean, for you think that'll be best because I think my observation is that it's harder to maintain relationships.
That's
you know,
why
when
I
you're
like knock the stand-up stuff out early. You know, make my mark on it.
Okay. Well, now you got me. Okay, it took like 3 tries.
No, I thought it was more of a comment.
Well, yeah, I was commenting and trying to get your, you know, if you were agreeing with what, you know, us, you know, to what I was saying.
I totally do.
Okay. So, well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about while you have this opportunity today? In front of the camera, you don't get. You're probably a little nervous.
Oh no.
Okay. Because you used to being on stage telling jokes, but that's kind of scripted. This was all very. This is all very impromptu. Okay, you're cutting me off. Okay, well, go ahead.
Nah, stand-up comedy is scripted.
Yeah.
That's
yeah, this is just in your face raw.
That's what people don't understand. People be like, oh man, how you do stand-up comedy is easy as hell. It's like writing a paper. Like, you know how to write a paper, you know how to tell jokes.
Okay. All right. All right, well, that's enough for Tony Cobain. I'm tired of holding this camera, so all right, so so tell everybody whatever you want to tell them about how to find you, man, and what, you know, give them some information. You got to pull out your card.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. Okay, tell it. Say it out loud, man. Come on.
I'm joking too much. My website is TonyCobain.com. How original. The Instagram is I am Tony Cobain. The Twitter is Tony is Anthony. And that's all.
That's it.
My number is.
You want to give out your phone number? You're gonna get some. You gonna get some calls there, little Milli Vanilli. You gonna get some calls. Yeah, you are. You're gonna crack up when you see them. You're gonna crack. You're like, oh, okay, I get it. I can't believe no one's ever said that shit to you. But anyway, all right, brother. This is Ronald Byrd on the other side of the camera. We're actually at Pentagon City Mall. I didn't state that at the beginning. Getting ready to do our Hot in July interviews and flipping the script on Mr. Tony Cobain here. And I want to thank you, Tony. I thank you for, and I appreciate you for being a part of my team and supporting me.
Style Speaks is the man.
And yeah, definitely Style Speaks. And this is a tall brother, but we ain't getting that outfit today. I don't know if I want to even capture that on camera. But anyway, I'm signing out. Till next time, Style Speaks, Ronald Byrd. See ya.